In this world of music retail, the competition is very fierce, but that does not mean we don't have some of our competitors that we love.
In fact, there's some competitors out there that we respect so much that we don't mind missing a sale to them every now and then.
In today's video, we're going to highlight 5 competitors, in most cases friends, that we love sharing the acoustic music community with. In no particular order, we're going to go over 5 competitors that we love, right guys? We love these guys.
You guys are probably already aware of them, but some of these may be new to you, and we want to share the people that we like and admire out there that are doing a good job.
And like I said, we don't know all these people, so we can't call them friends yet, but some we do, some we don't. And
I'm kind of the person that just sits outside their house and calls them friends.
I'm going to have a personal goal
We're friends.
within 1 year to be friends with each and every one of these people on the list.
Jason?
And let's start out with number 1, John.
Can you actually work on just becoming friends with like the 2 in the room?
Not you, no. Absolutely not. All right, starting off with number 1, the Fellowship of the Acoustics.
I agree. This is
What a great way to start. Fellowship.
We've met these guys a couple times now, especially this last year at NAMM. John cornered them at the Callings booth and talked to him for a good long bit. That's good English, correct? Anyway, and these guys, we've admired them for a while. I've honestly sent them emails saying we need to collaborate. You guys do such cool stuff. We try to be cool as you, but we're not. So
I think one of the things we like about all the ones that are on this list is just personality and attitude. Like the way people come across is genuine, real. Another thing to love about these guys is they've showed up at the NAMM Top 100 Awards for store design. They've got one of the most beautiful stores. Yeah. The design and work and thought put into that store I need to go see it in person. Just gorgeous shop. And, they carry a lot of the same lines we do. They really appreciate fine boutique
well
acoustics.
On the acoustic stuff and some of the electric stuff. Honestly, the first time I saw them was through another channel, Rhett Schul's channel. Years ago, he took a trip over there and visited with them, and I thought, man, that's cool. Yeah, I want to be them. I want to be him. I will visit them, and so
these guys aren't so much friends, but acquaintances.
Yeah, acquaintances.
That we want to become friends.
But
I don't know. You guys don't know this yet, but we're actually already collaborating on a project that will be coming out next.
That's
year.
right. A little bit of that.
Yeah,
But
it's
as far as friendships
I don't
goes,
put you into that because we aren't friends.
As far as friendships go, fellowship, or if you will, the fellowship goes, it's in your court, guys.
That's right.
I'm willing and able and ready.
All right, guys, I'm going to throw in for our number 2 slot, which again, this is in no particular order, but Elderly Music up in Michigan.
Lansing,
Michigan, a legendary store in America, and especially in the folk and acoustic world, even though they do a lot of electrics and pedals and stuff. But they've been really known, especially in the bluegrass scene, as like a mecca that everyone has to visit eventually. And one of the even cooler things is, all right, I'm going to step back a minute. First, they were really fundamental in the mail order catalog portion of music retail, which is, you could say, is like the genesis of Sweetwater and Guitar Center, Musician's Friend.
And the beginning of online retail.
Beginning of online retail, but also some of the friendliest people and most genuine people on the planet. So I put up Elderly Music, and I'm sure you guys can harump
What I
that.
like about that particular company is that it is absolutely a mission-driven company that is based on the music. And I think that's what makes that so cool. I mean, all these stores that we're talking about definitely believe in the music that they're doing, but this is in a specialty area.
My button came
Thank you,
undone.
Jay. But that's close to our heart, right? It's folk and it's acoustic music. They do a lot of electrics too, but that original genesis of who they were, I'm using Genesis because you did, is very dear to our heart. And I think that makes it even cooler.
Yeah. And just not only the legendary status of the business, but the legendary status of Stan Warbin and his partners as they started it. Honestly, they've had a legacy of being a great brand, caring brand, and good people. So honestly, and Lillian has taken that over and continued that in tenfold.
Here's one that I like to talk about, Casino Guitars. They're a very powerful channel that here's what I like about these guys.
Please give me one thing you like about those guys.
This is the only thing I like about these guys. This is it. This is the only thing I like. They're them. They actually are themselves. There's no doubt when you watch them on their channel, that's who they are.
That's what we strive to be also.
Yeah.
Just be yourself.
Genuine.
I talked to John. John is John. That's exactly when you see him outside of that space. It's the same deal. I mean, we all have our
John's
turn
a little
on
bit
for
like
camera.
me. He's like he's a likable guy, but also kind of annoyed that you're talking to him.
Not likable. The whole team is that, and I like the fact that we come when we want to talk about electrics. They're by far a smarter, much more knowledgeable base than any of us are. But we can be able to talk in there, and then when we come into the acoustics, they're still more knowledgeable and
And we really find common
centered on
ground
those.
in stupidity.
yes.
So another thing I was thinking that I really love about these guys, and we got to visit the shop. We got to meet Sean and Baxter and John and a few of the other guys there that aren't normally on the camera, but they present the shop so well. Like that's the thing I admire about all these stores so far is it really doesn't just feel like a slat wall, retail space like a big box store. It looks beautiful. They took this old building. It's got the old bowling alley that they've reconditioned into this incredible showroom for the guitars and amps.
Yeah.
The main showroom, the old barnwood ceiling slats, and it was an old casino back in the days. It's such a cool looking place. Personality.
And that's the cool thing about their whole brand is personality. Sean and John do their live streams, and that's all about just kind of the same thing we're about. It's just talking about cool things that we love to talk about with our personalities. Don't put on anything fake. And then when Baxter gets on there, it's complete controlled chaos.
There's no control. What do you mean controlled chaos?
He
There's
reads
chaos.
some points
It's
like we do
chaos.
at times, sometimes, but yeah. No, those guys, honestly, the genuineness of their store, I think, is their cool factor. And
I think it's always a good compliment when people say, "Man, you're just like you are in person as you are in the videos." That just shows that you're not putting on airs.
See, what's weird about that is when they say that to me, I'm like,
They say that in more of a disappointed, boy, you're just like you are in the videos.
that sucks for you.
That's true.
Another great
Guitars,
store.
we like those guys.
Visit them
a
if you get a
lot.
chance.
Yeah.
Hey guys, thanks for making it this far in this video. I wanted to pause for a second and remind you guys that about 80 to 90% of the people watching this video right now are not subscribed to our channel. And I want to ask you, just take that 1 second, like and subscribe, maybe even comment, ding the bell, whatever it takes. It would make a huge difference in the growth of our channel. And we've got tons of great content coming your way. So again, thanks for watching. And if you don't subscribe, that's okay too. It's fine. Thanks for watching. We got 2 retailers that we are going to put in here.
This is kind of unfair, right?
One
You said
huge.
5.
Well, shut up. One of them is the obvious elephant in the room. Sweetwater is
So glad you weren't
a
talking about me.
juggernaut of candy giving goodness.
Can we take a
and-
moment to realize that they are missing a glorious opportunity? Why can't they put a bottle of water in there? They give you candy. Why can't they put a bottle of water?
Water's
in
expensive
there?
to ship.
Okay.
They can team up
Anyway.
with Liquid Death.
Honestly, and
Sweetwater
the
brand.
one coming in behind that one, we got Sweetwater, and
Or
you
in
got
parallel
Thomann.
with them.
In parallel, yes, not behind, but second in my listing of speaking
That has no
non-ordered
Non sequiturs.
sequiturs. Thank you. Is Thomann
spelled
another
wrong.
huge idealistic goal for us? These 2 brands. There's no
They're
doubting
perfecting the
their
model
excellence.
of online retail for music instruments.
They're-
They're doing such a good job of still keeping that personal touch, representing the brands. Each one of them
As much
present
as you
the brand
can.
so
As much as
well,
you can, but-
and then being able to deliver that consistently on that many orders without dropping the ball. It's a model that is admirable. You said at the beginning of this video we'd like to be friends with those people. It's hard to say who those people are when they're so
Yeah,
big.
there's 1,000
but
people to be
Chuck
friends
Sirac,
with,
who
but I'll
started
do it.
Sweetwater, I'd love to meet him. I know he's a multi-entrepreneurial guy. He's got like 10 businesses that he runs. He runs an
spoken-
airport. He runs an airport, guys.
Yeah, he's got so many cool businesses.
Really?
but
I like that.
yeah.
I want to run an airport.
And on the
Can I
Thomann
Can I
side,
just do
you
the
can't
traffic?
string your guitar.
I just want to do the airport traffic.
There's a demand for that right now, John. You should
Yeah,
probably-
go to Newark. And on the Thomann side, we've actually spoken to their marketing head, a super nice guy. I've seen a lot of videos with Mr. Thomann. I can't remember his first name, but seems like the cool thing about those brands is you can look at the history of those brands and they were no different than any of us in this world.
It's so easy to look at them and think, oh, I hate the juggernauts. But they were started by individuals, a family. Like there was a small family store for Thomann, and then Ben started out just selling synthesizers and mail order and he'd drive them and deliver them half the time. So they all started very small, and they just did it smart. You got to
and
admire.
there's no denying that they've done something admirable to reach the point that they are.
As much as I hate to brag about Jeff Bezos, he started as a bookstore. I mean, it's pretty impressive to take over the world.
One of my favorite quotes that I ever had working with a vendor was our good friend Ben Cole at D'Addario, and we were discussing, how we started, and we just started as this family business, one little operation, and he turns to me and said, "Yeah, I work with one of those too. It's called Sweetwater." and I'm sitting here at the moment, I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's a family business that started in one small little place, and that's what it is. It's just."
And it's again, why hate them if you can strive to? I mean, it's undeniable that they've succeeded because of their work ethic, their effort, their quality of service, right?
And as long as they keep doing a good job, they're going to keep growing, and that makes us try to do a little bit better to catch up. So I admire them and would love to be your friend. All right, guys, this last one coming in at number 5, again, in no particular order, but this was the last one, is Music Villa. We've heard about these guys for a long time and watched videos.
Their online channel, the Acoustic Letter on YouTube, check it out. It's an inspiration to us. The store's an inspiration to us. And honestly, Paul Decker, who I have not met yet, I
want to.
I walked by him at NAMM.
Did you say I have yet to meet?
I've yet to meet and have yet to be befriended. Honestly, Paul, from all that I've heard from our vendors and whatnot,
his reputation proceeds.
Super nice guy, super genuine guy. Our viewers agree. Yeah, we share a lot of viewers, not only on our channels but also customers
and vendors.
And
they all talk highly.
Yes. So Music Villa, honestly, a store, have beautiful store, a great online presence, a great channel. They like a lot of the same things we like.
Again, genuine people.
So.
Can
wholeheartedly.
Can I add to this real fast? All of you vendors or all of you stores that are out there, you don't have to like all of us. I understand Jason's tough to deal with. Jeremy's not fun to be around. So if you just want to become my friend,
Baxter's kind of your friend. He kind of like waves at the rest of us and hugs you. So,
but for the reasons that I just expressed,
and the rest of us roll our eyes at Baxter and John as they
go have a bro fest. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, Music Villa would be a great one to get to know those guys. I want to visit the store too because another one that's just like
what a cool design.
It looks like a magazine where you look at the interior of that and it's like, wow, that's just gorgeous. So, a top store to visit.
If you allow me,
I will. Jason, take the floor.
We have a great online community. I want you guys, each and every one of you, to watch this because I know 90% of you guys that are watching this, and it is literally 90% of this, will not like, subscribe, or follow our channel. You won't comment, and that's okay. It hurts my feelings, but that's okay. So if you will make a big difference, like, subscribe to this channel, join our online community on Facebook. It is the Dreadnought Underground. Isn't that cool? Join it, speak
Secret
to us,
club.
Ask me questions about John and why I don't enjoy his presence. And until next time, keep on keeping on.
And one more thing, in the comments this time, tell us stores that we didn't list that we should have on our list because we want to make more friends and more lists.
More lists. All right.
Thank you, guys.
Again, keep on keeping on.
Trucking.
This is not a great catchphrase, Jay. You it's not new.
Keep on plucking.
Strumming to the night. Catchphrases are flowing.
That one struck a chord.